In June, I flew to Stockholm, Sweden, and met up with my buddy Neil Fletcher. He has a 1966 Allied Seabreeze, a 36-foot sailing vessel. He keeps in Sweden, and he sails there for 10 weeks each summer. This year I flew over and helped him get off the hard, and we spent 2.5 weeks sailing in the Åland Islands of Finland. This new season of videos on my channel will show you guys our sailing adventures in Åland. Finally made it. Stockholm. Neil picked me up. We're heading to the boat. It's raining a little, so that'll help us watch the boat. But I'm very happy to be here and looking forward to our adventures.
Oh my gosh, they've already launched her. I'm sorry to
So they launched the boat while Neil was gone to pick me up from the airport. So she's in the water. Now we gotta get her put together. So we just got to the boat. It was in the water when we got here. We wired up the batteries. They've been sitting for 2 years with no charge whatsoever. And I checked the instruments with the key. It's making a beeping sound, seemed cool. After we got everything hooked up, got the water flow, started it up, first try. Amazing. 2 years. So
this is one very happy boat owner, and one very happy first mate.
Yeah, and Andy Shell, you're stoked also because Arcturus getting ready to go cruising.
So the fuel is this thing here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's your filter next to it.
Okay. So I've got. So what's the big one and the little one? The big one is the.
This is your primary.
Okay.
And this is your secondary.
Okay.
And this is your fuel line from your fuel tank.
Okay.
So this comes in, you'll just shut this off.
Okay.
And this is what, you know, is good to keep an eye on. You need to have a lot of these spares. Just your secondary.
Okay. Yeah, I do have spares. They should be up at the shop. I don't think they're loaded. Okay. So this is me, and the reason I know that is because I've got a broken separator at the top, I remember. And then
And this is your mizzen.
the mizzen right here.
Oh, this is your mizzen, and this is your boom, and then your mizzen boom is attached to it.
That's correct. What do you mean by that, the correct sign?
So like I didn't want to go over. I wanted to all fucking have a uniform pattern, and I was like I accidentally fed it through on the around this intermediary stay instead of where I wanted to. And I'll take this through here. Good morning from Sweden. Yesterday was a very productive day. They splashed the boat. We started getting everything together, got the engine running, got the mast out, laid out, and everything rigged up. We were going to try to fly the stick yesterday, but it was blowing, I don't know, 20, 25 gusts of higher. So we had to wait till today. It seems more mellow today. Hopefully we can get it done. We're also planning on getting the mizzen mast on today, and I'll probably start installing the windlass and the vent fan for the composting head that we're installing. Got a couple of days of pretty hard work, non-stop. There's lots of daylight here. I was awake at 1 in the morning and it was twilight, and then I woke up again at like 3:45 and it was completely daytime, which was wild. So lots of daylight to work with. We don't have to worry about that. So yeah, a couple of hard days, and then this coming Saturday we head off for the Allied Islands. As long as everything goes smoothly. Pretty rough wind forecast for the Friday, so I'm glad we're not leaving then. It's like 30, 35 sustained for this region. But then it seems like a solid 14, really steady 14 for Saturday, and that would be, and it's westerly, so it's perfect. It would be a really nice sail. So that's the plan. Just had some coffee and oatmeal, and hanging out in the clubhouse, transferring files. Kind of religious thing I have to do making these videos for you guys is every morning I have to transfer all the files to 2 different locations in case I lose my iPhone or my camera or my GoPro or everything. We'll have the files so we can get these videos done. So now about time to start my day. Might take a drone flight this morning, and let's see what this marina looks like. I'm on the dock at the hardware store. This is the view. It's incredible. This is just like the landing dock if you need to pull up with your boat and get some supplies. We're here getting some plugs cut to cap off the through hole for the water intake and the pump out overboard through hole for the head. And man, this archipelago is insane. Me and Neil were talking driving over here. It's like coming from the States, it's hard for me to realize like this isn't a lake. And it just goes on and it works its way through. And as you drive down the road, you see different things, but there's like sailboats everywhere, power boats everywhere. And wow, it's amazing, really beautiful. Looking forward to exploring it by boat soon.
If there's peat moss in here, it's going to have to be inside.
So I just wired up the ventilation fan for the airhead. It runs straight to the battery. So I ran a lead in the, like that goes all the way to where the batteries are, and then goes into the head. I'll show you guys what it looks like over here. So it comes in, goes up, and there it is. And then that gets a bug screen and a hose that goes down to the composting part of the head. I'll show you the rest of that when we install it later today. But I'm not a fan of it going straight to the battery just because it's like a constant pull. And it feels like in the instructions that they have it that way so that there's no insects can get into the bowl, which I understand, but it's like a constant drain. So I put a little kind of quick release so he can unplug it if he feels like it's draining the battery too much. So, but that's hooked up and running, and we have it mounted just to the DORAD box, so we didn't have to put a new hole in the boat on the deck. So that's nice. This boat's too beautiful for that stuff. Now I got to get to pulling this head out. We're going to cap off the pump out, and we're going to cap off the seawater coming in, and the through holes will be shut off as well, but it's better to have like a double stop. So back to it. Here in Sweden, I don't remember the name of this island. Ljusterö, maybe? Something like that. Anyway, on sailing vessel Arcturus. So we tried to get some boat work done today. We're going to install an airhead, but the seacocks are frozen open on the old head, so we can't take out the old head. It's too risky that you can't, even if we like capped them off, it would be too risky since you can't close them. There's no point in taking a risk of flooding the boat. And we're going to head out tomorrow. Looking forward to that. It's going to take us like 2 days to get to Åland Islands. Today's the summer solstice. That's a big deal here. It's really amazing how many families use their boats in Sweden. Around 3 p.m. there was a flood of people who must have gotten off work early because today's a holiday. And just like everybody loading up their yachts and heading out. It was awesome to see that many people. Most marinas, it's just like you never see boats go out in America anyway. So it was cool. And we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So it's been raining all day. It's really gorgeous. I'll show you guys how pretty it is right now. But yeah, looking forward to getting out to the islands and learning bows to, tying off on rocks and stern anchoring, and we're doing all kinds of cool stuff. So start it out tomorrow, and I'll go over with Neil, the captain, kind of what our approach is to navigating these waters, because there's a lot of rocks and a lot of different stuff to consider. So, but man, looking forward to the sailing. Got stuck in Zurich last night. At the airport now, about to head to Stockholm, get on sailing vessel Arcturus. Lots of work to do. Neil's already been up since 3 when the sun came up, working away. Can't wait to get there.